Okay, boy do we have a treat for the viewers today. Okay, right now what we're going to be doing is we're going to send creatures to the moon. There's two ways to do this. Ballooners and balloon archers. They have a special property where, you see, when they shoot something, it goes up. For example, let me do this. It goes up, but the fact that there's just too many would mean that it would go up. But I mean, that's just a small thing. Like, let me just clear all of my hard work real quick. Okay, come on, come on, come on, come on. Okay, so let's try, I don't know, one ballooner, okay, 10 ballooners, okay. 10 ballooners versus, I don't know, a clubber. The clubber goes flying, doesn't it? And if we decrease them, which means decreasing the damage, as you can see, the hay bale goes up and up until it dies from the damage of the ballooners. I mean, that makes sense. But what if you're going to use, I don't know, a mammoth instead? Like this. There's no chance that these weak, like, they're gonna die instantly. But I raised the question, what if we had a lot of ballooners versus one mammoth? Or, even better, why didn't we do an ice giant? So my first test is using balloon archers. They can be found in the Renaissance area. If we take control of this, there is one issue. It is going very high up. But there's an issue. Balloon archers do a lot of damage. Well, not a lot, but they do a good amount of damage whenever they hit. So that brings the issue, the creature's gonna die. So why don't we use something that does little to no damage, ballooners. I mean, it isn't exactly cost effective, but if you have unlimited money like this should do the trick. Observe. See, it wipes out some of them, but once they're on, they're on. The Ice Mage goes on for a little trip. Or, not Ice Mage, it's still going up. It's still going up. It comes down once the ballooners reach their limit, which is when they die. But then there's only going to be a few ballooners left, so it obviously sinks down. But if a lot of ballooners come back up, if none of them are dying, then we can keep it up for as long as possible. So, if you can take control of it and do absolutely nothing, like this, watch. Okay. More, and more come. And more. And we are ascending to new heights. Just look at how many are on here. And there's like a massive pile of bodies down there waiting to get to lift them up. You see, the ballooners die. I mean, they're going up. Let me relinquish control. Look back, and isn't that a beautiful sight? Eventually, they do come down. That is a bit of annoying, but I mean, I'm guessing because of just performance issues, I guess. But it is a spectacle, it really is. Alright, so as you can see, going pretty well. But why don't we try this with, let me think, tanks. A 30-to-1 ratio with the tanks. Slow-mo this a bit. They're tearing through the crowd, as you can see. But they do go up. And they do make quite a ruckus. And a big mess. They get sent flying just about everywhere. Yeah, there's literally dead bodies everywhere, in the air and on the ground. Everywhere you look. Alright. I mean, a tank is still alive. I mean, tanks are better than you think they are, but that's a victory for the tanks. If we lower this to about 1 tank, it will be lifted up way easier. But you have to remember, tanks shoot tank missiles, which means that they tend to blow themselves up if there's a target in the way. I do believe they're lighter than the ice giant, but they do have less HP, which is exactly. See what happens? It blows itself up. But why don't we try? Let me think. We could use. How about we use a chariot? Now, when they lift it up, it's like Santa Claus. Look at that. Christmas miracle. Dead donkey. Okay. And then they die. Yeah, let's watch that again. That was pretty satisfying, I'll be honest. Okay, zoom in. Okay. Going up. Going up, going up. Go back. And yeah, it's a bit of an explosion, as you can see. And I mean, I don't know, I just thought that was pretty funny. Mammoth? Yeah, let's try the mammoth from earlier. It does go pretty high. Mammoths aren't as destructive as the ice sculpt. No, what are they called? The ice giants, yeah. Aren't as destructive. Oh, well, except when they fall. That's a crash. It just killed half of them. But, it's like bungee jumping. But for overweight things. Oh yeah, this is my first tabs video, or depending on when it's released, even my second. But yeah, I enjoy this game much more than Minecraft. It's a game I would very much recommend. It's so much fun. There's so many units you can choose from. I think it's 123, and look at that. Okay, now we'll begin the flight process. I mean, that is pretty strong, I'll be honest. It's a flying, like, bomb, I guess you would say, which is a nuke. But, like, it's literally shooting cannonballs everywhere, and it's in the air, so nothing can destroy it. So, I mean, that is a possible meta if you actually play this game seriously, but,
A few moments later.
and they're pretty self-destructive because they end up killing themselves once they go up. They're like bees. Once they attack, they die. But, oh, poor giant. And there's still more on the way. Can I become the giant? No, okay, let's end this off with a, spectacle, shall we say. Okay. It's a very entertaining slaughter. Don't say so myself. Yeah, I mean, they're not that strong units. I mean, if you're not playing them for them, I would not recommend using this in campaign. Very hard to use in an actual good fight, but yeah, I think that's where we're gonna end it. The mass slaughter of all of. I mean, I didn't show the balloon archers much because they are just the inferior version of these. I mean, they are ranged, but I mean, for the ballooning aspect, they're not as good. They do more damage, so it's better in combat, but for fun-wise, it's not as good. So that's where we're gonna end the video.